o'clock, and I've got to do some work today, so I'm going to Uber. But on the way, I got to pass the out yard, so I figured I would take a peek in on the 3 nukes if you guys wanted to come along with me. And I haven't been here in 2 weeks, I think. It was getting time to where I needed to probably give them some more space, so I don't know what we're gonna see when we get here, because it's been 2 weeks today since it's been 2 weeks. So I haven't been over here. Just gonna check them out, and I figured you guys might want to come along at the yard, and if I need to do something, I'll come back tomorrow with the stuff to fix it. So I haven't put any feet on these. Just pulling up, the first thing I see is no activity out of my first colony here. I see no bees coming in and out, so let's see what we got. Might be dead. Might be a dead out. I don't know. Might have been a swarm. Don't know that either. No, there's some bees in there. I see them. On the bottom, we've got the chestnuts are coming in good. I don't see anything on this end colony. I did see a bee fly in and out. I thought it might have just been that one. So nothing happening over here. That's not a good sign. Got good activity over here. I don't see much pollen coming in. So maybe this one was just doomed for failure, guys. We don't know. We don't know what we got. It's been 2 weeks and they are gone. So nothing left in here. So the strawberries themselves have finished. It smells rank, so that means there's probably been some damage in here. Yep, a bunch of cappings in the bottom. Let's see what we got. Looks like nothing over here. Just ants and a roach. Well, looks like it was just robbed out, guys. I don't see any moths. I don't see any. I saw a roach. I don't see any beetle larvae. No. No beetle larvae, just ants and some roaches. No wax moss. Bunch of cappings, so it's definitely robbed out. And damn the roaches. Knocking roaches everywhere. There's a wax moth. So there you go. Nothing in there. So that's not good. No bueno. And the strawberries are done for the year. We do have bees in here. Put that back on there, so that's a good sign. And bees up top here. It's glued together pretty well. Let's say that. Yeah, not real happy with that right now. So from 5 we're down to 2 over here. They're just not doing good. And a week ago that colony was good, guys. Or 2 weeks ago when I was here. Let me see if I can crack this box. I didn't bring a tool. It's kind of light. Of course. All right, so the bottom is, I mean, there's bees in the bottom. Bees in the top, so that's pretty good. Not happy with this, but I'm gonna leave the top off of it so the critters, the sun can get to the critters since I'm going to work, and you know, cook them out, I guess. But that looks like a rob out for sure. And hey Larimore, sorry I didn't see the message pop up, but yep, so this yard is not doing very well right now. We're down to 2 over here. So I'm not real happy at the moment with this situation. We're gonna leave these frames exposed, so any wax moss and whatever, get the heck out of there, and you know, we'll figure it out. I've got some nukes I could probably just bring over here, but at this point, guys, I'm torn on whether to even do that, you know, bring anything else over at the moment. I do have a pollen patty video. The last one I did had peppermint added to it, so you can check that one, and if you want to put peppermint in it, you can, and if you don't, then you don't have to. It's on the peppermint experiment playlist. So that's kind of disheartening, guys, at the moment. So just nothing over here to got a dead out, and or a swarm. Well, they went somewhere, but we don't know where, right? So I guess I could check some trees real quick while we're here, see if I see anything. Probably not, because there was nothing. There was no cap brood or anything in there. I don't know. I don't know if I should bring some more over here and fill this up. And you know, the problem is, you know, putting feed and stuff to them out here is a little bit harder. Yeah, it might be time to bring it back. You know, I mean, right now we're kind of in a dearth. I haven't put any feed out here, guys, for these ladies in a while. Just gave them enough to give them a little boost and hope they would forage and find something, but I don't see them bringing any pollen. There's some pollen just came in, a little bit of pollen, so they are finding some pollen. That's good, but that one's a dead out, or an abscond. I mean, there's nothing in there. There's no dead bees in the bottom. There's just no bees in the box, and we'll just leave that exposed to the sun and elements. And they're struggling along. They're just not growing. So I don't know. But I've had that problem. I've had that problem this year with my colonies just not taking off, you know. So so it's a matter of figuring it out, I guess. Let me hopefully you guys don't switch to my Bluetooth, but it's just a matter of figuring out, you know, it could have been a timing thing, because I was already selling honey when the people asked me to bring them out here. I started them real small, and now we're in a dearth, and I haven't put any feed on them, which I don't know if that's what caused that one to get robbed out, or they just left, or what over here. So these I've added brood. I just don't know. They're just not doing. You know, once I gave them the brood boost, they seem to do better. But it's one of those things that do you keep feeding colonies that aren't doing good on their own, right? That's the thing. Do you keep giving resources to colonies that aren't doing it? You know, they're just not growing. And you know, I don't know. I mean, personally, I don't want to do that. I don't want to keep taking from my strong colonies, making them weak, so I can make a weak colony that can't do it on their own. You know, so it's a little bit of a diminishing return, because you're taking from a strong colony and weaken it, and then you know, making it bad. Now I do have some over at the other yard that I could take and bring over here, but they're not doing bad where they're at. So it's like, do I just leave them where they're at and feed them up and keep them going over there and not have to make a trip, right? So that's the other thing. So the weather obviously here has been really, really hot, and then it went for like a month where we were getting rain most every day for the whole month. And so it just wasn't very good foraging and you know, stuff like that. And then after the rain, right? So now it's not raining today, but nothing's bloomed. I mean, there's nothing to really grab hold to and say, oh, we're going to bring this pollen in. You know, I could give them some sub. Then I'm inviting beetles a little bit. So maybe that's what I do. Maybe I come back tomorrow. I go ahead and figure out if I want to move some of my other nukes or smaller colonies over here. I mean, I could actually put 3 more colonies over here, you know, but I have to move them and do all that stuff. That might be something. So I'll have to put my thinking cap on and see what I'm going to do with that. But it's one of those things that if these small colonies can't even fill up a 5-frame box, then it's like, do I want to put more 5-frame colonies over here to not fill up boxes, or, you know, bring a strong colony over that could possibly wipe out the other colonies? So yeah, so there's a lot of, you know, thinking that's got to go on. Or I might just cut my losses and say, hey, they're just not doing good over here right now. Bring them over in the spring before the strawberries, because the strawberries are done now. There's no strawberry patch across the street anymore. So, you know, it's just things to figure out and do. So if you got any ideas, you know, definitely drop them in the comments, and I'll and I can give it a look, you know, and see. But yeah, so just typical beekeeping stuff, you know, where you're trying to figure it out all the time. Yeah, they would probably nuke the small ones too. That's what I'm thinking. So I really was thinking that they would have had it, you know, those boxes pretty stacked, because I didn't pull any resources. I haven't pulled any honey from them. They just haven't been able to put it away and store it and do what they need to do. And there's plenty of trees and stuff around there. They just didn't have a good start at the beginning of the year, and I think I'm just, at this point, pissing in the wind, you know. I should just shake them back. You know, I don't even know if I want to shake them back to a 5-frame box, but evidently, you know, I don't know when those wax moths got in there, if they came after the colony left. But again, those wax moths, they didn't do any damage to the frames yet, so that's why I opened them up to let them figure it out. But at any rate, guys, I've been Ubering to make some money this weekend, so that's why I've been kind of out of the loop, and just trying to, you know, make money so Tuesday nights I can take off and spend it with you fine people. And you know, at any rate, getting ready to get the truck washed up here so I can go ahead and get people in. And I appreciate you guys for watching, and if you got any suggestions, please leave them in the comments after the stream so I can see them when I get home. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks.